What's happening, everybody? I'm back. It's your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, and I'm here with my review for Fatal Affair on Netflix. And if you ain't seen this shit yet, you probably did yourself a good service, a good job. You probably did not waste 90 minutes of your life. If you ain't seen this yet, you probably are somebody who has somebody to be around to kill all your time and boredom and loneliness during this quarantine. If you ain't seen this movie, you probably decided to drink yourself to sleep beforehand. If you ain't seen this movie already, you probably was like, I've seen this movie 37 times over before. Because I don't know what other way to describe. So, first of all, starts with a sister getting it in with a white boyfriend. They get it in, they get it in. They get done. She say she need water. She go to get water. He get murdered. Yeah, if you ain't seen it, it's gonna be spoilers, right? All of a sudden, he get murdered in the tub. Ain't nobody hurt. First of all, the way her boyfriend is murdered is so silent and it's dark and there's nobody else in the house. You don't hear anything. You don't hear a thud. You don't hear a body being drugged. You don't hear any grunts. You just see this nigga dead. Then you got Nia Long's character who got a new house with her husband who she clearly don't like this nigga. She just don't like him. Cause you can tell this is the best part. She don't like her husband until she almost fuck another dude. Like, real talk. Until, I'm not going bit by bit. Nia Long's character, we've seen the trailer, knows Omar Epps' character because they went to school together. It's been over 20 years, right? Omar Epps' character is like, damn, shawty, you still look good 20 years later, which he keeps fucking saying. Which was like, yo, y'all couldn't have wrote another line in the script beside, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I just believe how good you still look. Let me tell you something before I go any further. This movie is if like BET as a network went to film school. This movie as a whole is like if Tyler Perry cared 1 ounce. This movie is just so like somebody was like, fuck it, we need content. This movie, it's so bad, it's good, okay? So, Omar Epps and Nia Long's character after work one day, because Omar Epps' character is a hacker. He's an investigator for companies and law firms to get information that nobody else won't, which nobody thought off that alone sounded suspect as fuck, right? So he does that. One night, you know what I'm saying, Omar Epps decides, like, yo, let's go have a drink after work, blah, blah, blah. Nia Long was like, all right, bet. Me and my girl supposed to meet at this spot. Come meet us there. So ain't nothing wrong. It's the three of them together, right? A girl named Courtney working at another law firm, because Nia Long character is a lawyer, working at another law firm, is like, yo, I got shit I got to do. I can't make it. You just, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry. So Nia Long go to, you know what I'm saying, go to the bar, catch up with Omar. These mogs start drinking and catching up, and the most randomest of conversations they end up having is about they talk about their marriages and their relationships. And you know, Nia Long talks about her marriage is like not the best, okay? And then Omar Epps talking about how he divorced and shit like that. Then they sitting there drinking a whole bottle of wine. So Omar Epps like, yo, you want to grab another bottle? She like, nah, if we grab another bottle, people gonna start thinking shit, right? Okay, cool. You would think that's what the fuck y'all decide to say, all right, this has been fun, I'm good. Namely Nia Long, because even though you hate the nigga you married to, you still married to the nigga, unless you tried to fuck eventually. So they like, all right, well, let's go someplace else. These motherfuckers go to a club and sit at the bar taking shots, okay? Hot shots, and the question come up, so why did we end up together? Bitch, you just said you are married. Like, what? His mom take a bunch of shots, and all of a sudden they go on the dance floor. They almost kiss. Nia Long character run into the women's bathroom. I want to make sure I clarify. She runs into the women's bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch herself, just compose herself, catch her breath, right? This nigga Omar Epps comes in the women's bathroom. And next thing you know, they finna get busy on the sink in the women's bathroom. Which I'm like, all right, cool. That could happen. Here's the thing. He takes off and draws. It's about this close from sticking the tip in. This close, like the tip is almost in. And she's like, no, I can't do it. So he pulls back. Here's the problem. She leaves out the bathroom, her draw's still on the floor. She didn't even scoop down to pick up the drawers. She just left the drawers there. Omar Epps go following. It's drawers on the floor in the club bathroom. Now, also the fact nobody in this period of time decided they had to use the bathroom. This is a nightclub. Everybody been drinking. Bathrooms stay flowing with people, okay? I work as a bouncer in nightclubs. When nightclubs were a thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So afterwards, she like, yo, this shouldn't happen. I'm married. I gotta go home to my husband. Blase, blase. She go home to her husband. Now she regrettable and remorseful. And she hugged up and kissed up on this nigga now. Now she cares. You know what I'm saying? Find out this nigga got a scar from here to here, like I'm Kano in Mortal Kombat 1, the movie. So Omar Epps, crazy ass character. This nigga started texting. I had fun last night. We had a great time. Shit was beautiful. Blah blah blah. And keeps texting. And then Nia Long was like, "You don't leave me the fuck alone." Like, and then she blocks this nigga, right? You're like, all right, cool. This nigga, all of a sudden, Nia Long back to getting it in with her husband. They having sexy, flexy sex. You know what I'm saying? They go in the shower, which she didn't. She just went straight hair down in the shower, which I knew this was a bullshit movie because ain't no black woman just going straight hair down in the shower. Fuck you think this is? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that was one of them Tyler Perry wigs they probably didn't give a shit about. Or it might have been Nia Long's hair. She was just like, for the moment, I'm going to go on ahead and let my hair get a little moist. But it's not supposed to get moist anyway because I'm going to sit against the glass. So it's like, okay, cool. Whatever, right? This nigga Omar Epps out here watching outside the bushes at the windows just looking at all black because these motherfuckers got a beautiful house off the ocean, not the ocean, the ocean, and he just sitting there looking, just watching them fuck, just angry, right? He is stalking her left and right. So she blocked, like I said, she blocked him. She ain't trying to deal with him. She's trying to move on with her life. She like, yo, I'm married. That wasn't supposed to happen. We supposed to be together. Here's one of the best parts. So he stalked her at like a parking spot by a park. She going to get in the car. He come across the street. Now, he been watching from the car. Okay, this nigga just been sitting in the car like, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting. You gonna come out? You just gonna keep walking. Okay, there go your car. I know where you at. Comes across the street, was like, oh man, I just left the meeting. No, nigga, you was in the driver's seat with no air on. You know what I'm saying? So he is standing out in the street. She has a parking spot in a place that clearly is a terrible place to park because this dude pulls up in Benz, got his blinker on. He just waiting on the spot. She tell my man 1 second. So this dude is eventually getting frustrated because more than 1 second is turned into 5.5 minutes. I'm the nigga in the Benz. I'm not just honking. I'm getting out the car. I got to pee. Move. Omar Epps is like, God damn it, I told you, calm down. She see this nigga's got anger issues. Like, I was like, oh, this nigga's about to kill the dude in the Benz in the middle of the street. And he don't. Again, this movie is so bad, it's good. What else? I want to talk like some of the funniest shit. These motherfuckers. This nigga Omar Epps invites her to lunch on some secret shit. Nia Long comes in with the only thing as a disguise she has on is sunglasses. Same hair, same coat look, walking everything. Ain't got a baseball cap to shit. Just got on these Tina Turner, I can do bad all by myself sunglasses. Sits down. This nigga hands her a copy of the record that played at the club they was at the night they was finna bone in the bathroom. It's the Forget Me Nots. Send you forget me not. You know, it ended up becoming a Here Comes the Men in Black, all that shit. So nigga gives her the actual record. She like, I don't want this shit. This nigga Omar Epps is so angry at the table at dinner. First of all, they start talking and she's like, yo, I can't deal with you, I'm married. This nigga just randomly snaps out like, who the hell you think you talking to, Deborah? And everybody like, who the fuck is Deborah? Come to find out later, Deborah's his ex-wife. This nigga actually was the nigga in the beginning who killed the couple we saw fucking. That was his ex-wife and a new nigga. He killed them both. Find out this nigga's a psycho, right? You know this nigga's even more psycho when they show a picture of his driver's license and this nigga's Omar Epps' face looks like this. Who the fuck look like that for a driver's license picture and everybody think it's normal? What member of the California DMV was like, all right, sir, smile, and was just like, and was like, all right, we think we got it. Who the fuck this was like, I don't care about this job that much, nigga, just take the picture. And was done and let this be a thing. This shit gets so worse. This nigga starts killing everybody. This nigga dates Omar Epps' character so dope. This nigga dates her best friend just to get to the house to see Nia Long's character and introduces, as you see in the trailer, like they ain't never met before. First of all, this is how people should have known this nigga was crazy, okay? It was Omar Epps, Nia Long's best friend, her name's Courtney. Nia Long and her husband, they have a dinner as two couples, which sounds cute, okay? This nigga's already crazy because he just came, he didn't care about the girl. He just came to get close to Nia Long's character. This nigga comes for dinner off of oceanfront property, which is beautiful weather at the time. Everybody else looking comfortable. This nigga got on a suit with a turtleneck or a mock neck, either or. It is up here, okay? And nobody thought this was just, everybody was like, oh, that's just normal, because that neck looked thick than a motherfucker. Also, we don't talk about how the fact that Omar Epps' eyes looked like he was smoking weed in between every single scene. Like, him and Nia Long was like, well, it's a paycheck. That's how they did this movie. This nigga Omar Epps at one point, after getting discovered, he beat the shit out of her friend when her friend finally finds out that this nigga's crazy because Nia Long character been trying to tell her for the longest, but this nigga told her first and was like, yeah, she trying to take me from you, and her girl believed it. Like, what type of fucking friend is that all of a sudden believes some random nigga you just met is also telling you the truth that your girl trying to fuck while she got a happy home? Like, what type of... It gets so worse, the police get called in, the woman that they have playing detective, I didn't even bother researching the name. Because it was just like, so, again, everybody was involved in this, was like, it's a paycheck. And some people heard it was a Netflix movie. They was like, yo, this is going to be my spot. This is going to be my key, you know what I'm saying, to fame and glory. And I know I shouldn't be the one to talk because I'm in an Amazon movie that I was like, yo, this is going to be my key to fame and glory. And I was like, man, I'm working with all high-powered stars. I should be good. That's what I thought. And look, nigga, I'm here doing YouTube videos. Anyway, this nigga Omar Epps, after Nia Long's friend finds out the truth because she looks through his phone, this nigga beats her. Earlier, he gets Ike Turner aggressive sex minus the actual rape. Unfortunately, this nigga does the choke, which you find out nowadays, a lot of women like to be choked during sex. Like, I didn't know that was a thing that much. I thought it was only for a certain kinky level of the population. Finding out more and more, a lot of women like to be choked during sex. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. You can do it correctly, but what happens if you fellas, you about to bust that good one, and when you got that good one coming, it's all in your system, all your muscles tighten up, and you don't want the hand to tighten up. I got field slave hands. I can't have a field slave hand just tense up around a woman's neck. Next thing you know, either I'm A, accidentally choking her the fuck out while I'm coming, or B, leaving prints and they thinking I'm abusing her. And I'm like, no, this is all consensual. We was having fun. She bit my nipples. Like, it's just too much. But anyway, after Courtney finds out the truth about Omar Epps' character, he beats her unconscious, unfortunately. Nia Long's character comes over and finds a friend, calls the police. Now she got to tell her husband everything. By the way, forgot to mention, Omar Epps' character calls Nia Long's husband to go play golf, right? And this is why I can sit down like, yeah, you got a nice and beautiful wife. She real sweet. Any man would do anything. And the husband at no point in time or another is like, why you so concerned with my wife, nigga? Like, you got a woman. Nothing makes sense, okay? After Omar Epps' character discovered that he beat the shit out of her girl, he's wanted by the police and everything, this nigga goes and kills a homeless man, burns him alive, puts his clothes and ID on the homeless man so he can look like he's dead, right? Now, you know automatically when that happened, you're like, okay, that's the homeless dude. He's set ablaze, burnt to a charred crisp, and now this nigga is going to stalk in the darkness. This motherfucker breaks into the house again. Forget to mention, he broke into the house earlier, right? While they was asleep. Went into the bedroom while Nia Long and her husband in the bed passed the fuck out, go into her drawers drawer, take out a piece of lingerie, rubs her face and everything, eventually gives that piece of lingerie to his girl who is her friend. And she like, oh my God, you thought of me with this? Like, bitch, that's been somebody else's crotch on the inside of that. Like, you're not supposed to. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's one dude. Omar Epps breaks into the crib. He ties up their daughter who's home from college. Ties up the husband. Kills the little boyfriend of the daughter. This little nigga didn't have a chance. I didn't think this little. They got some little 19, 20-year-old actor with some curly hair who's like, yeah, you look like you'd be from San Francisco, and had him play the boyfriend who was terrified and shit. Right? Cool. This little nigga dies. I had this nigga sitting in the chair looking like the beginning of one of the Scream movies, or better yet, like one of the Scream movies when they had turn on the light. Remember Scream 1 when they had Drew turn on the light to look for her boyfriend? Her boyfriend was dead in the chair like this. That's how they had this little nigga, just eyes open, just like this nigga saw everything happen. Again, this was gonna be his shot, like his Hamilton. This nigga is one Omar Epps is one dude. He whoops Nia Long and the husband. The husband can't fight for shit. This nigga at one point leaves Nia Long in the house with Omar Epps, who is trying to murder them. Runs with his daughter. Brittany, go. Get out. Go. Just go to safety. Go. Nigga, why are you not having your wife take the daughter and go, and you try to deal with this? What type of ass backward ass husband are you? I get you fell off a canyon and hit it. You went through a canyon and got hit by a truck, and now your collarbone ain't shit and you're taking pills. Nigga, you're still the husband. And your wife, your wife that told you she was almost finna fuck dude. She didn't fuck dude crazy. You sit there and let your wife try to battle this nigga alone like it's the end of Tekken. What is wrong with you? Like, this nigga damn near leaves, keeps getting his ass whooped by Omar Epps. Even Nia Long trying to help. This one thick ass nigga with thick cheeks can fuck y'all up, okay? Omar Epps is a cool homie, but this nigga has on loafers and he is whooping y'all ass. No. They get to fighting and get to the point to go over this little cliff area where if it drops, it's long ass drops to the ocean. All of a sudden, Nia Long catches this nigga Omar Epps before he falls. And like, David, hold on. Bitch, what? Let this nigga go. This nigga tried to kill your family. Let him fall. Let him die. She's like, I'm gonna hold on. And her husband is holding on to her. Let me tell you something. If I'm the husband, first of all, after I took this ass whooping for y'all, which again, that's in the vows, I guess, that I'm supposed to take this ass whooping when you almost cheat and make a crazy nigga come to my house. So I'm gonna take this ass whooping. But if I know you, unless it's somebody I really care about, you know what I'm saying, my child, you know what I'm saying, your friend, your real friend, your secretary who this nigga murdered just to text you. And you're holding on to them, I'm gonna help pull you back. However, if I realize you holding on to the nigga, you trying to help support the nigga who's trying to kill us, and you holding on to him like you trying to save him, bitch, I'm letting both of y'all go. Okay? You ain't caught the lessons yet. You know what I'm saying? God's gifts have not been bestowed upon you of intelligence to know to let this nigga fall. And then afterwards, the daughter go back to college and they go back in the house and they live happily ever after. And I was like, I'm fucking so upset I watched this shit. But like I said, it's so bad that it's hilariously bad because it's good. And I know a lot of people again go, well, why don't you write something better? Again, it's not easy to write a script for a screenplay, I'll admit. But at the same time, it's also way too easy to take the same common trope over and over and over again and just rehash it and add even cheesier dialogue than what you used to see in the 90s. It's so bad. It's unnecessary. But we have to have these things. And again, we have to support it. Like Nia Long did she did an interview and she was like, well, it's not bad and it ain't great. So at least you know what you made. But I think there's people who are going to be like, oh, y'all not giving this movie a fair shot. Yes, I gave it a fair shot. I watched it all. I could have listened to everybody else's post I saw about it and never watched it for myself. But I said I'm going to watch it for myself. And when I watched it, I laughed my ass off. They had the trope where she hits this nigga in the head with the vase in the house and the family tries to run. All of a sudden, he's upstairs. They come back. They look, the body's gone. Like, of course, you knew what was going to happen. The body was going to be gone. A vase never does nothing but knock a nigga out for 3.5 seconds. Enough for them to switch the scene and clean it back up and add more glass in the spot where his body was. I'm not even going to rate this because I don't even think it's worth the rating. I just want to know if you saw it. Let me you know what you think in the comments below. You already know the drill about liking, subscribing, notifications, all that. Twitter, Instagram at Mr. J Washington, MRJAY Washington. My Supervillain Squad on Patreon, the Mad Titan Podcast, everywhere you get that from. Fucking Blurred to the Hood every Tuesday. I don't know what more to say. This shit keeps happening. Let me tell you something. I understand I'm supposed to be black and I'm supposed to support and give my love and respect and appreciation of things. I understand it because I'm black and I do this film commentary and TV commentary that I'm supposed to be really open and raw and candid and fair per se. And I know also people think I'm supposed to skew my view a certain way because of that. Like, yo, this shit was bad. It was hilariously bad. I don't know what more to say. I don't have the words, okay? So I will holler at y'all later. I'm out here. Take care.